Zbiera, tu jest gdzieś w Polsce. Yes. If you want this.
Welcome to the 13th Student Conference of the Baltic University program. My name is Irek Widziński. I am director of the Baltic University Program Center for Poland. We are very happy that for the 13th time in a row we organize this Students Conference. I hope there will be an extraordinary event. Before I start, short presentation about the history of the conferences. Just to show you that you are lucky being here because you are doing history, you are being a part of the history of these conferences. I would like to introduce two persons only. The rest, my staff and the rest of the teachers will be introduced later. So I'd like to introduce and welcome Professor Lars Rydén, founder of the idea of the director of the program. And Maria Winkler, who is manager of the program. Okay, so now I will show you a few slides showing the idea of the conferences and pictures from previous conferences, just to show you how it was organized and what we achieved so far. So, 13th conference. The title, you know very well, energy issues. And I'm very happy to say that for the first time, this conference is under honorary patronage of Mayor of our city, Mrs. Hanna Zdanowska, resident of Łódź, who is, she is a graduate of our university, so this is official letter, so we are very happy about that. So, how the idea came to organize this kind of conference? Long time ago, perhaps not so long, but you were in the age of playing childish games and that. In 1991, the idea came to develop something innovative. This is a very important word now, innovation in Brussels. So innovative idea to change this to, for instance, something innovative, yes. But we are thinking to collect students from the region and to organize a conference which wouldn't be so boring as typical students' conferences and conferences. So, well, that was too quick. We developed the formula which is based on three principles. Location is important, organization and topics which are selected for the conference. And location is very close to Warsaw. Just
Baltic. Because on the reverse, it was for ladies over 50. So, don't worry, okay? You were there. Okay. I am really happy to see you. Really, you are coming with spring, and it makes me happy. So you start with spring here in Poland, in Sweden, it's still winter, boring. Spring will come to Sweden even this year. So really wonderful to see you all here. I have some introductions and we're trying to make it short, but really, we are very, very good to have you here. Wonderful, and we are looking forward to the game. Great. This conference, Irek already introduced people, but this wouldn't be possible without our team in Łódź, which are taking lots of responsibility. They are really doing a great job. So, Irek, Kalinka, and Rota, and Krzysztof, thank you very much for your Those are really great. They are ruled here, okay? So, anything that Irek said to them, hug him. He wants to have hug. He got it from me, so please. Men are welcome as well? Okay. He was a bit hesitant. You have to take. Free hug for me. It's too late. Now, this conference is for you and about you. Yes? I hope that you understand. We have another group here, which is a students' planning group, which will helping us to arrange, to organize, to plan this conference. Could you please stand up? It will be us, you make it really. So I really hope that you will give your 100% because we are expecting you to do it. So, firstly, do not come late and pay attention. You can, as Irek said, you can really party all the night because you don't have so much time. But you have to be alert and focus all the day. We have heavy program. So, party hard, work hard. We managed to gather here 70 students coming from 12 countries, 37 universities, and close to 30 cities in the region. So we think that it was really impressive, and I hope that you can too. We have students. I will introduce you to make it short, country by country. Okay? So we start from Belarus. These students from Belarus come back. Here we have 5 students from Belarus coming from 4 different universities, and we lost one on the way. It's always like that. Then Denmark. If they would say Sweden, I would probably see as well, because I'm not so very sure if I'm Swedish or Polish or whatever. I'm originally from Poland, so I understand you. But you are representing Denmark, it's one university, and except our VIPs here, you are Danish today. And then we have Estonia students. Why are you 4? 5 students coming from 3 universities. Could you please come back again? 1, 2, 3. Yes, sorry, I haven't. Then we have Finland. Students coming from 2 universities. You are very welcome. And then Latvia, please, Latvian students. Coming from 2 different universities. You are very Ukraine. And then if again students planning group will stand up. Then what I want to say, it was a really very short introduction. But you are here just on your own, you know. There is no place to escape, there is no temptation around. The only shop is open just for us. And you really have each other. So please, be nice, be curious about each other, be friendly, make friends. This conference is for you, and I know that Facebook groups will grow up later, and there will be lots of contacts, and you will be visiting each other during the summertime, and you will remember this conference if you will give your 100%, and if you will be open. Please pay attention to those students who need some time. Try to make them a part of the group. Try to really talk and be open for each other. And I really hope that you will enjoy this conference, that you will learn a lot, firstly, and that you will have lots of friends. Thank you very much.
Before we are coming to the next point, there will be introduction to the conference, and I ask Raj.
So perhaps I should add that in fact we are even more countries, because some of you coming here are exchange students. Did you take that into account at all?
Not at all. I think it will be about 17 countries
Yeah.
in this case.
Some of
It is
those countries
added
are...
value to this conference, always.
My computer is up there, yes. You know, we will start by showing a small film, just to give you an idea what is the part of the Baltic University program. It was put together by Magnus Lehmann, who is the person who made all these films and book layouts and everything. And you will see if it works here now.
Okay, my name is Pontus Amrot, and I'm sorry I stood up on the wrong country. I'm not from Ukraine, I'm from Sweden. Let's clarify that. And I'm the student's representative from Sweden also.
Yes, and I'm Christine. I originally come from Latvia, but now I study in Denmark, Copenhagen, and I am the international student representative. And I will tell you more about that later.
Yes. And this is our group of student planning team. And we took the initiative to go to ask BUP if we could be part of planning this conference, and also partly helping out organizing it, or not organizing the way, in taking part in shaping the workshops and being here helping out the lecturers with their workshops. And here we are, more or less. I don't know, do you would like to
Yes.
present yourself? Sure.
My name is Hannes, and I'm also from Sweden.
My name is Alexandra, and I'm Ukrainian, studying in Sweden and now living in Austria.
My name is Anna, and I'm studying Poland English.
I'm Pangu. I'm studying in Uppsala University, originally from China.
And if you have any questions about the workshops, or if you need any help, of course, you can ask us, even though we usually don't have the same amount of answers as the organization team has. First go to them if they can, or if you, firstly go to them.
Why not wait? We
Yeah.
also want to mention that we took part in the planning the conference because we actually want to make an impact on you. Because you all come from different backgrounds with your knowledge in specific fields. And during this conference, you will not only find out more information about the energy sector and how it actually works, you will also receive the practical tools on what to do with your knowledge. And I should mention that we all participated before in the BUP activities, and it kind of grew on us. We love it. And we also saw it as a way to change the world, to be that younger force and to do something. Yes. And this could be a smooth transition to the student parliament, which actually you are the student parliament, if you want to.
Yes. Is there anything else we should say about the study group? Okay, let's move on. Me and Christine, we are the representative, and also we're leading the Students' Parliament, the last day of the conference, the last part of the conference. And the Students' Parliament is basically your voice into the BUP board, and also to make some changes and the look of this network, sort of.
Yeah, and this Saturday there will be election for the position I have now, which is International Student Representative. If you're wondering what it is, I hope you read the...
Choose a leader from every group.
Give you around 2 minutes, and you can talk about who can solve the problem from the other group. So find your delegators in your group.
We will do something like that. Leader from everyone. Okay, we can start.
Faculties and 5 interdisciplinary programs. If the organization is typical for Polish universities, I want to say that research and education at our university cover all subjects connected with sustainable rural development or rural development, from agronomy, basic science and nutrition,
sitting down here. If you can just stand up so they know who can ask. And they will help you and us by explaining the difficult parts about what is an energy system and why can't we just do this and why is this a bad idea and all of those questions which you'll be confronted with when we start the game. This is what it's all about. We're going to change the game. And it's rethinking the future energy in Europe. You're going to make your own scenarios. That's the point of this entire exercise. Today you're going to make your own energy scenario for 2030, and hopefully it'll be better than what we're looking at presently. Then tomorrow we're going to have a bit more political discussion about how can we do this and what's the obstacles standing in our ways. Why why are we looking at this energy sector? Because greenhouse gas emissions mainly come from energy use. If you add up transportation and energy use excluding transportation, you have a pretty big amount of the global emissions right now. And that's why we're looking at this energy use as a problematic area. Now, when you're doing your scenarios, there are a couple of things that we want you to take especially into account, because there's a lot of easy things when you only have to think about it, but they become hard when you actually have to do them. So first of all, you should consider the environment and the climate change. You can't just say this is not going to happen because we won't allow it. That's I would like to know how, at least, if you can figure that out. But you should consider how much are you going to allow compared to the other things. This is all balancing out. This is one part of it. The next part you should take into account is security of supply. I don't know if you all know this term, but this is a term for the security we have of being able to supply society with energy at any given time. And as you can see, this down here is the known oil reserves in 2005 in the world. And as you can see, this bar is the Middle East, which is not always the most stable of regions. So sometimes what should we call it? We lose the ability to receive oil from them. And then you can look at these. It started out when someone thought about heating their food over a little bonfire when they were burning wood. And then we've only gotten better since, because we've learned better ways to use energy. Now we can play games, and we can have lighting, so we can count the height. We've sorted them into industry, transportation, heating, and electricity. And then you have the height, is the amount of consumption, and the width then shows the CO2 emissions. So you can see down here, the base of them is a little bit worse than the top, and we'll get a little bit more into that on the next couple of slides. The electricity is split into two, as you just saw. There's a high gray one that signifies consumption, and then this is actually a production tower. This is the amount of energy that goes in.
Colors indicate what type of energy, primary energy goes into it. So the next couple of slides will just show you what kinds or how much energy this really is. It's a lot. Well, one cold break is, if you imagine the size of a cold mountain, the size of the Giza Pyramid. Huge. 10 tankers, super tankers. The biggest one that Mask makes, I don't know if you've seen them, they're, what, 300 meters long? Pretty huge. 10 of those. And a natural gas balloon, size of 2 kilometers. How long would it take you to walk 2 kilometers? Quite some time. And that's the Danish field, with twice the harvest of the Danish fields. And nuclear brick, well, 1,000 times Hiroshima bomb. I should say the Danish energy system right now, 1 year uses only 6 bricks.
Just a small correction. Nuclear is not the yellow brick, it's actually solar. Yeah. I didn't really agree that. But the nuclear brick is light green.
So just to make it more confusing. Well, this might be surprising, but it'll take 30 of when that was built, Horns Reef. I don't know if you heard about the wind farm. It was the biggest when it was constructed in the world. Right now, it's not significantly big, but it's still.
And you can do that with change cards. So, for instance, hey, you want to have a lower indoor temperature during the year. So, comfort temperature is around, I don't know, 20 degrees. So, if you want to lower it to maybe 16, then you can save some fuel bricks. But it might be that it's not that comfortable to have lower heat. You can also implement electrical vehicles, and you can see that there's a cost of implementing it, and then you can see the effect, and that's on the bricks on the electricity tower and on the transportation tower, where you have to remove 6 hull bricks. But you will come to that. Then you have to construct your own electricity tower. How do we cover this electricity demand? And you can do that in several ways. So Sustainable energy at the Technical University of Denmark. And my fun fact is that you might notice that when you run out of toilet paper, you have to change the roll. And you can either put it on so the paper goes that way, or the other way. Have you ever thought about that?
Yes.
And when it goes that way, you cannot grab it because it's against the wall. So annoying, so I always put it that way out. Think about that next time you change the toilet roll. Yeah, that's my fun fact. So now it's up to you to tell a fun fact about yourself and what your name is, what your background is, so you can get to know each other. So it's group dynamics. So get started. And when you feel like you know each other, start reading the game manual. And if you have any questions, just ask. I'm here for you. And the expert is here as well, so just ask him.
I kicked it out with an ice skating, then I repaired it, and then I broke it once again last year, not with the ice skating, but with a candy. So it's quite funny fact about me. Quite sad, but I think it's funny. Yeah.
I've lost my voice, it's very difficult to speak today. Hello everybody, my name is Marta. I'm from Ukraine. I'm studying at the National University. It's in Baltic. I'm studying international relations. Well, fun fact about me, it's practicing now in the morning. I like to sleep until 12 p.m. So it's pretty sleepy now.
My name is Baltic. I'm living very close to Warsaw. I'm studying project management. My name is Patrick. I'm from Turkey. I'm studying ecology and environmental protection. Environmental fact is, when I was younger, I had a fever, and we were at holidays, and I must go this way in the water, and my mom see me.
Do you know where Togo is? Well, it's on the west coast of Finland.
To ask
So is everybody finished? Sort of? Okay. So, the first question. Cooking your meal on a gas stove would show up in which tower? Would anybody like to answer? Heating. And why is that? It's true, it's correct. But why is it?
You're burning gas.
You're burning gas. Exactly. So it's what we eat. Okay. 2, cooking your meal on electric. Can we get an answer? So it is. Because how many super tankers was in one brick?
Which tower? Electricity consumption. Yes. How many super tankers full of oil will take it to supply the transportation demand of your region every year in the BUP 2030 scenario? In our this. There were 10 super tankers. I know what it is at least, but. What's the answer of 6?
This one, second, I think.
Yes.
And 6 is global air pollution. You said that the cost of building that is included in oil. Yeah, is oil or?
It's all what I think of it. Yeah. It's not actually the same because, like,
I mean, we have the potential. Okay, later on we can look at the cards and see if we actually can afford it.
But I think that middle potential. I think that wind is much more better.
So okay, this is the one.
Yes. And you have very good places in the north. Yeah, of course. But there is a lot of luck. But this one won't be this because you know.
Well, doesn't matter how it is.
This is to our region, you see. No. But this one, this part is.
Wind power stations are producing, or wave power stations are producing, so they're not useful. It's more expensive.
But you see, there is another reason that they want to maintain is the quality or the quantity or quality of this annual production of the electricity. That's why they need more power plants than making one of the power plants to running the maximum or the summit of this capability of production.
I didn't quite understand the question. I was saying once more.
I mean, more power. Oh, thank you. Instead of letting one of the plants to running the peak of the production of the electricity, and it's better to maintain the quality of running a certain amount of capability of produce the electricity, and that's why they need more power plants to generate the peak electricity. That's why it's more expensive.
The possibility would be to say that you don't have electricity simply. Another possibility is to educate the consumers so they think about when they consume. I know some places where this is being done successfully.
The most difficult part.
Well, it's not so difficult. It's perfectly possible. I mean, they are told that don't run the dishwasher or the washing machine, whatever, exactly when everyone else does. Wait to put it on when you go to bed, and then it's running during night.
Just by mathematics, see how much we have.
There's also nuclear power.
Yeah, but still we have good situation with the gas comes from north. In our region,
do you know what? Did you see yesterday the picture of peak of oil use? Yes. So you have to think about this. We don't have too much oil. Yes. So
that's why
you can reduce all, but use more of gas.
But we shouldn't increase.
Right. It is possible if I have to really reduce it. It's just so much. Yeah. But
because how are we gonna reduce it if we don't use renewable energy? Like, it will be, it's like building a replace background.
Why not? We have biomass.
Okay. Other installation?
Yes, of course. For me, who doesn't have right now, heat pumps. Heat pumps, district heating, higher indoor temperature, lower indoor temperature, active solar heating, solar architecture, replace electric heating, I'm correct, better insulation, and other variations.
Yeah, I know. We just need to check, I don't know about the sulfur, how they can use it. Basically,
should work down how much they cost.
They should follow the manual.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So it took the long. We have the long document here as well.
Loud enough, the birds will come out. That's the idea. So the idea is we stand, we will walk to the tree, but just so you get to know what it is. We'll stand in a big circle, hold hands, and scream as loud as we can. It might sound foolish to some people, but the tree will be better. You can see the difference. And maybe the bird will come out. So, come with me. Keep your voices against this tree. The way this is going to work is I'm going to enter the circle at one point, and I will... 3, 2, 1. I can't hear you. See? That was kind of bad for the first round. And I think one more thing we missed. It should go around. Oh. So I start and then you start, and you start. Okay? The second round is supposed to be a lot better. So just go this way. You can't start before it's your turn. Okay? Strikers.
Okay, where's the tree?
I think I know where your problem is. Why this tower is broken. You have to remember this is yearly production. So that's why you don't. If it was production right now, if it was something that you could either turn on or off to produce to shine the light right now, it's not. Then you would have to use it. This one is not that. The tower is supposed to be but it is the yearly production. That's why peak is also more expensive than base. So actually,
this means that when you build, you cannot use
this
flexible supply.
But the problem is that
You can take
I think it's quite difficult. It's funny, but it's funny.
The producer and the administrator, or for example, like my real life story. I was totally born as the administrator. I like love rules and systems and protocols. But I was put into the positions of leadership. So I had to be a producer, I had to be an integrator because I was working with people. And I was a really good boss because I was producing results. And I was a really crappy leader. Like people were constantly pissed off with me, and there was like a very high turnover. Like new people would come, work with me for a while, burn out, and leave. And it didn't work. So third, and integrators. And we give them simple tasks. So now you guys brainstorm for new interesting ideas for the project, and by the end of the week, we want to see the results. So the entrepreneurs, they were up to the front. They started immediately generating ideas and writing them down, and very soon they had the full.
I want to introduce a new concept to your work. So you all probably wrote down a goal, maybe a couple of them, but we need to ask the question, is it smart? Smart. So what do you think this stands for? Maybe. So the goal needs to be specific. It needs to be also measurable. Achievable. You need to achieve the goal, right? More suggestions, come on. More R. It needs to be relevant. Yeah? And then we get to the T. It needs to be time bound. Because you need to have deadlines and you need to achieve the deadlines. Yeah? So now please check your goals. Because goal is good, but the smart one is always better. Yeah? So now you have the rest of the time to check the goal. Okay, I'll do you one. Yeah.
In the main building of International Faculty of Engineering. This is a school in which we have many international students. I asked to open this meeting the founder and the person who developed the idea about this school, Docent Thomas Saryusz-Wolski. This is really a very special person because he was the first who realized how important is the internationalization of studies. It was 19 years ago. And he also had power to convince authorities of the university to create this structure, this organization. And step by step, we achieved the current status in which we can say that we are the best in Poland because we have more than 1,000 students studying in English only. And plenty of Erasmus students coming from Europe to us. So Tomasz Tadeusz-Wolski is a man of vision and man of power. Tomek, please take the floor.
Thank you very much for such a nice introduction. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, students. Welcome to the IFE. Welcome, professors here of the Baltic University program. I have to say that I am very happy. I am very happy seeing so many young people from different countries meeting together and communicating each other. Communication between the people from different countries, cooperation, working in teams, discussion is essential for the future of Europe, and not only. So such a programs like this, Baltic University program, as far as I know, 20 years old program, is essential. It is well-known program. This moment I am the first time on the meeting of this Baltic University program meeting, but I have heard a lot. I have heard that that the job which was done by this program is excellent, was very, very good. And at the moment I have learned that this year we have about 80 students from different countries, from different universities, about 40 universities. We have representatives of about 40 universities. I am very happy with it. I am very much focused on this cooperation. I know that the Baltic University program have different activities. This debate, which will take place today in this room, is one example, one part of your activities. I know about all the activities, including sailing on the Baltic Sea, on beautiful yachts, etc., etc. I do yachting as well, and I know how it is exciting, how nice it is, and to say I am a little bit missing it. So I hope that I'm pretty sure that you enjoy it a lot. What to say? You will cooperate here, and you will develop some competences. Today in Europe, in all countries around the Baltic Sea, we change a little bit higher education. Day by day, we focus more on the generic competences. On the competences, not very much focused on the field of study, but generic competences like interpersonal skills, communication skills, and these competences are essential for the employability, for the life in the democratic society, for the future development. And how to learn, how to develop these competences. Of course, we can do it. We do it. We organize special courses, special situation in which students can develop such a competences. It's a problem-based learning, project organized problem-based learning, teamwork, etc. But the best way to develop such a competences is cooperation, common projects, discussions, and the activities you are carrying out just in the program like this one. So for sure, it's a very pleasant meeting for sure for you. I am pretty sure about this, but it gives to you as well an added value. Another competences which will for sure help you in your future career. So I wish you a very successful, fruitful, enjoyable discussions here. I am pretty sure that you will learn a lot, and you will go home with good memories, and one day you will come back here to Łódź, to this university, to our country, to Poland. So I wish you all the best during this debate. Thank you very much.
Conference, as you said, representing 37 universities in 12 countries. We would like to thank you very much for welcoming us here to International Faculty of Engineering. We are really happy for this cooperation. We are here the second time and we feel warmly welcome, which is very important for the friendly atmosphere here. So thank you very much, and if you don't mind, we will come back already next year.
We'll be very happy. We'll be very happy. You are really very much welcome here.
You will get a small sign of Baltic University program. Now you are officially friend of the Baltic University program.
I am.
Yes.
I was always a friend, and then thank you very much.
If you would like to join us on a fellowship next year, you are very welcome. We are looking always for the
Thank you very much.
Okay, the game. For the last 2 days, yesterday and today, we are doing a new kind of game called Changing the Game, and it's all about how we see the future of Europe's energy system. And we are trying to solve problems for 4 regions, for up north, for west, east and south. I'm in a planning group that plans some kind of new techniques or methods for South region. The game actually is pretty great because the methodology is dug into some kind of cool visualization model produced by Lego bricks. And with the Lego brick, it gives you some kind of knowledge about how the system, how whole production cycles or whatsoever. But there are one bad thing about the game. I think it's bad because when we did need to think about what kind of changes we could implement, some kind of new changes in all that energy system, that game makes you think within the rules of game, but you should think in terms of reality. Like example, now we have a discussion if we need to implement a change that defines a whole industry process optimization when we optimize how do we produce things, and it's a good question because how much things still we produce in Europe, because I think 3/4 we import from China, and yeah, that's my opinion about the game. Sveiki, man sauc Jānis Ķīnests un brauciet uz Poliju, šeit ir pasakains laiks un pavasars.
I think, well, we set the other targets, so we were targeted to reduce CO2 emissions by half. We talked about that already, and we were really like aiming at giving up the nuclear power. Still, it is impossible to close into one moment all the nuclear power plants, so we still have a little amount of nuclear power, so it's represented by 1 world, but it was more, as you see. So we reduced that, and we was aiming at saving, like energy saving as a part of lifestyle, so that our citizens are conscious of that.
Okay, let's move.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So and we gained those targets by implementing some changes. These are the 8 changes we think is the most needed, and they are from the beginning and in line, row, and hierarchy. And we think that the first thing we should do, speaking in terms of some kind of solving energy problems, we must solve problems in industry, because industry is that position in our lives that produces all the things we do use. And when we have optimized some kind of production process in industry, it does lead to efficiently made solar panels. Using much less rare earth materials or whatsoever, because we do know that making sustainable energy is all this.
Okay, so I have to say thank you because we have a tight schedule.
Okay,
so and we also have to give some feedback. I don't know if you can roll up again.
So I really like your ambitious titles with halving the CO2 emissions, because it's good to be ambitious. To be ambitious is also setting a very low target for yourself and then try aiming at doing it. And it's also a good result to almost get there, but still getting far. So.
Plan for the best, accept the worst, and be ready for surprises.
Yes. You'll be maybe a bit more ambitious about the energy consumption, but you can also see in your results it was possible. So, and I also like the idea of giving up nuclear power. Now you implemented aiming at more sun, which is uncontrollable. So I like that. And you can also how much you have left. It's if you had more time, you can see maybe have implemented some more.
Well, maybe I'm not going to comment this poster because I agree with Crystal. Maybe I add some words about cards you've selected. I like them quite, the selection is very nice. You are soft, so you have a lot of sun, so it's very clever to use it. Also, you are using quite a lot of ventilation and air conditioning. It's clever to and wise to make better ventilation system. Also, public transportation is a very...
Hello, my name is Ivana. You can call me Ivy. And I'm from Macedonia, but as I study in Slovakia, I represent the Slovakian team. And in my personal experience, I really like this conference. It's a way how to learn for something I was not even imagining that it is possible, that something is going on. And this game, the changing games, makes you learn by doing, learn by communicating in a teamwork, and it's quite very nice because we have all these different characters, different types of people, and everybody imposing his culture, and there are too much backgrounds. And I really like this conference, and I really recommend to anybody that can go to come, because I hope I can be sometimes in the organizing team for this conference. So, na zdravie, what we say in Macedonian. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Hannes. I'm from Sweden, and I just play the energy game, and I think it's a very good game. It's a game where you learn to can we?
Okay, go ahead. Don't worry about this. Just
okay.
Again, you just
keep wrong. Okay. All right. Just need to. Hi, my name is Hannes. I'm from Sweden, and I just play the energy game. And it's a really good game, I think, because it creates a lot of knowledge about the energy issues, and you get to build your energy future. And you you train to cooperate with people from other regions, which is a very good thing in order to secure peace and friendship across the Baltic region. Det är ett jättebra spel och alla borde pröva det.
Hi, well, my name is Olga Taki. I'm from Belarus, Minsk. And about the game that we were able to play here, energy game, I really liked it a lot, and it was very interesting and very useful experience. It taught us, well, actually me, a lot of the things that I've never known about the energy situation, especially in the east or west. So I think it's a very useful opportunity for all of us. So, спасибо большое. Дякую.
Hi, I'm Marta Matsalova. I come from Slovakia and I represent here Slovak Agricultural University.
Okay, my name is Anna. I am from Kaliningrad. It's Russia, and I represent Kaliningrad Technical University.
Yeah, we are now in BUP Conference 2011 here in Rogo, actually in Lodz. We had some debate on Oxford style about renewable energies and fossil energies, yeah. And now we are continuing the game, changing the game, and yeah.
Today is the second part of game. Yesterday we put our regions. For example, our region was North region, and we changed energy system. And today we try to discuss what we done, and it was good or no.
It's a process of negotiation about why we should choose this change and not. For explanation, this game is about how we can change use of energies for the future, for 2030. Because if we will do it like as usual, so it's not a very good perspective for us, because they are using a lot of coal, a lot of oil, a lot of nuclear energy, and a lot of natural gas, and this is not really good for us. Like you can know it.
Okay, and as for our region, we reduce coal, gas.
Yeah, we reduce something, and we put more renewable energies like wind,
and
water.
Biomass, yes.
Yeah, for south they put more solar panels.
Changing the game. It's a great instrument for applying knowledge and thoughts and everything into action. You get an idea of how everything works, and it's great, it's fun, it promotes cooperation, you'll have a lot of discussion, and you'll see what can be done in real life, what we can do, and how much it will cost, and it's great. And I really think that more students should participate in these kind of events and get the knowledge of changing the game, because it's fun, but it's educational, and it's great. It's a great idea and a great great idea. På svenska. Jag hoppas att det här kommer till Finland och Sverige. Att man kanske börjar använda changing the game i skolorna, och det skulle verkligen hjälpa allihopa att förstå vad som händer med klimatförändringen, hur vi kan använda energin, allt. It changes everything.
And I think after playing this game, I've realized the importance of cooperation in the region, and that we're not thinking so much on a national basis, that that to solve the energy problems we're facing, we need to cooperate. And cooperation is the key to solve the problems we will be facing. And that is the biggest, how to say, that's what I've learned from this game, and that is what I will bring from here.
Energy game, it's a good way to cooperate with people from all around the world to talk about the energy situation in different parts of the world and how we could make it better. And you get to know the people, you get to know the different countries, and it's a good way to do something for the future energy situation. Ja, så vi håller på med ett energispel som bygger på Lego-brickor. Det är ett jättebra sätt för att sätta dig in i hur energisituationen är i Europa. Att lära känna andra olika människor och att samarbeta för att göra vår energisituation mycket, mycket bättre. Att hitta de bästa lösningarna för framtiden.
This game, I like this game very much because these guys prepared very strong. They make everything what they can for our very free time for our working and so on. I think it's a brilliant idea, and thank you them for such a great experience in my life and in my studying. All that I want to say. Я кохаю мою країну, і я мені вельми сподобалося побувати на этой конференции. Я вельми сподіваюся, що я змогу ще побывать здесь.
Good afternoon, I'm Deepak Ashwani and I'm participating in this BUP conference by last 3 days, and I'm playing energy game, and this is my second day. I'm really enjoying it because in just 2 days we got to know how to design energy future till 2030, and because of the group-based learning we got to learn from our groups and from other groups also, and we have energy experts and the coordinator, so they are helping us a lot how to do it. And the game is quite funny. It's not a kind of lecture or another seminar of learning. It's not boring. You are always active, and you do not feel sleepy in this game.
How fast this is being implemented, but in Sweden is you go into any public building or any multi-family building, you come in through the entrance door, and there is a declaration city on a sheet. What is the energy consumption in this house? It's not yet required in a private house, but it will be, of course. And then they start with retrofitting. Does somebody have retrofitting on their list?
Yes.
That's it. And these are things that are, profitable in the fairly short run. So if you spend money to insulate your house, you get the money back fairly soon. So this is one thing. Then also in the housing sector, when it comes to district heating, for example in Sweden, I think practically all towns and cities have district heating. And in fact, we made a research project on 20 cities and towns in the Baltic.
Hi. Hi. Yeah. I'm Caroline. I'm from Warsaw, from Poland. And this is my first conference in Rogu, but I'm really keen on this conference and about this game. It's very fantastic. I really like it because we have to think about the future and about energy and about sources. I think that this is very important for me, for my friends, from all of us from Europe, and we have to think about our children, about our future. I think that the future is the most important thing in this game. And from this game, I take the lesson that without future, we have nothing. So I think that the most important thing for me is przyszłość, is future in my language. So I remember in this game forever.
Hello, my name is Maxim. I'm from Ukraine. I'm a student in Ukrainian National Forest University. So, few words about this game. I like the game very much because when I play this game, I can feel I'm a creator. I create my own ecosystem. So this is a very attractive game. I had some money, and for this money I use to create these towers. And
but it's only artificial money.
What? That's not official, but for a party, yes. So we can.
Yeah, this is the game for creator. This is the game for producer. Future. Yeah, it's a very good idea to prepare something like that.
So our future is in our hands. We should create it.
Whatever we like. Really.
Whatever we like, yes.
I think that this is the first step. This game is the first step in our life, because first of all, you should thinking about something. Without thinking, I think that nothing could exist. So this game is the first step, but I think that we have to achieve a very high level of this problem. So this is only the first little step, but without this game, I think that we couldn't start thinking about it. I think that
everything in our life started with the game. Everything.
Yeah, everything is all like the game. So energy game, changing the game, it's a very good idea, I think, especially for the conference like that. Because here's a lot of people from a lot of countries, and they have own experience, they have own thinking about energy future. So during this conference, during this changing the game, we could find answers from all over the countries. So.
Yeah. My name is Tanya Sirpa, I live in Estonia. The main thing that I learned from this game is that many people think that we should do this and we should do that, but in this game you hear so many opinions, and it really makes you realize how many opinions there are in the world and why it is so hard to convince people. And yes, as my friends already said, it is the first step from passive learning to active action. And that is really the one thing that I have learned from this game.
Adam from Technical University of Lodz. For me, it was really cool game because it's combined so many aspects of environmental, of problems in our region. We could think about problem not only of our countries, but global, maybe not global, regional problems, and we could compare between countries, try to find the scenario that is our scenario and is the best scenario for us. Just maybe not the best, but always we can be like Maxim said. We can be the creators.
Yes.
We can be the creators. I think all people should try to participate with that game.
Yes.
I'm really happy to be here and to have the experience to participate it.
So guys, future in our own hands. Create it better.
The idea of the game is to help people who don't understand energy systems to be able to take to get a glimpse of the problematics sides about energy systems. So it's kind of a framework to get people to understand the problems and being able to discuss them and finding out like why it's not easy to say that.
The game is a medium for discussion. So, and we've shown I think it was very clear that here in Poland that people were very energized. They wanted to make the changes and they had lots of ideas and were very ambitious about their target setting in the game.
And it also showed that even though you're not studying engineering, then you can easily participate and give your inputs to the process.
Yeah, you don't need an engineering background exactly, and that's a very good point with diverse groups. It gives a very clear, a very widespread discussion. Exactly.
Yeah. So you get people with social studies saying we have to help all the people in the world, and then you have the engineering guys going, but we can just build this and then this should do this, and so you have the entire spectrum of attitudes and knowledge, which is a very good thing to mix.
Baltic debate. Last year we had the first session, the first version, and as you know the first one is just to try. So you are those to explore it much. Actually we are quite limited by the time, so everything has to go quite smoothly. And apart from people who will, of course, help you and me in this debate, we have two more persons who will be involved in that. The one person who will be very much involved is Professor Lars Reden. You will know in a second what will be his role. And the second person, extremely important, will be a timekeeper. And the timekeeper is sitting right here. When you will hear that sound, it means that your time is over, and you can't say any one single word. We have to start from one technical thing. We have the pins. To camera. The pins. You cannot buy them at any e-buy. They are exceptional. It's extremely rare thing, and we have 7. Okay, try to catch it. Okay, do we have 7 persons? We should have 7 persons. Maybe you are not aware, but you have just been nominated. As the Council of Wisdom, the judges, the wise person to decide who is right, who is wrong, who was actually better during the debate, and the 7th person will work under the warm advices from Professor Lund. Very briefly about the Baltic debate. Why Baltic debate, not Oxford debate? Classical Oxford debate should look like that, where you have speakers who are presenting the arguments, and then we have the audience. And the audience is not actively participating in the debate. The audience is just moving from side to side. And by changing the place, we are showing which argument seems to be better. We are not going to do that because then it means we are just to sit and to listen. We want you somehow to be involved. And that's why we had to transfer it a little, adapt to our situation. So that's why we call it Baltic debate. In the same line with the language. As you know, we are using Baltic English. It's a not clear type of English. So probably you have heard it many, many times, some strange words, strange accents, things like that. It's our language, the Baltic language, the Baltic English. The same we have with the debate. We have a Baltic debate. How the debate will be organized? We'll have 7 judges who will sit here in front of you. We'll have a special form to be filled and everything will be explained by pros. The rest, you're sitting on the left, on the right side, on the opposite way. Do we know who is pro and who is cons?
No, we're having this like this.
Okay? Would like to be pro and cons? Cons. Okay, you are pro and you are cons. You are pro, you are cons. Very important thing, two issues to be said very, very clearly. The first thing is a group work. You can only win if you will work all together. And the second thing is not to be right or wrong in the questions you will see in a second, and which was formulated in the email you have received. It's not about being wrong or right. It's the art of presentation of arguments. It's the art of convincing. We'll ask very much the judges to clear their minds. You don't have your own opinion about that. You are sitting here, you are listening to the arguments from both sides, and then you are making the decision. Clear your mind, the judges. Just behave, you know nothing, almost. And then make your decision. So please do not feel that you are put in a situation that I'm not convinced what I'm talking about. I think it's not right. No, this is not a question. We'll explain it why later. And because the group is very, very large, we have to divide it into subgroups. So firstly, can I ask the 7 persons, the 7 judges, 7 wisdom students?
So the fees are sometimes the divine political and social advantage also.
You look very serious. Your role is clear.
Not that expensive.
Yeah. Around the world, I know some figures. For example, 7 million people in the coal industry have jobs thanks to that, and even more from other forces. In the Middle East, that's oil. And now, my partner will introduce with ecology.
Hello everybody, my name is Ivana and I'm going to present the ecological part of these arguments. Well, I'm going to start with thinking about hydropower, solar power, wind power, how much they are destroying the biodiversity. We have the hydro, they're flooding actually somebody's land, which can be used as in another purpose. So, and that's actually how much these people are actually destroying the biodiversity. And the second argument is actually about the land grab it's called, and it's actually when you plant some biomaterial on one place, then the next years you cannot grow anything, no food, nothing. This land is actually unusable for the next year. So it's also exhausting of land. Thank you.
Good morning everybody, my name is Vera. I present you economy arguments. The first argument is about countries whose economy are based only on the fuel for us. So if we can try to destroy everything, we can get nothing, because it is very expensive to invent new technologies and to implement them. And the second argument is about transition cost, because it is very expensive to move energy from one side to another, and a lot of it is lost during the way. Thank you.
I want to show you that you are losing sometimes for arguments.
Dear fellows and dear judges, we have to stop using fossil fuels at any costs. Not only because it threatens humanity because of climate change and rising sea levels, it also threatens the whole planet and every living species on it. We have loss of biodiversity, species going extinct, deforestation, all of this because we use fossil fuels. It is inevitable that we have to stop using them sometime, so why not do it now?
Another argument that can't be denied is just wars. All the wars that have been fought for oil and fossil fuels, and we're dependent on the oil-producing countries, and all of this would be just end immediately if we would just stop using fossil fuels.
The most important thing, where's the people? People is in green energy. We think that when you start using green energy, we can find a new job for people, new technology, new architecture, new future for people. Come on. New green energy is our future.
So please, for the sake of our planet, for the sake of every living species here, every grown up, every past, every child, we have to listen now. This is a transition. You have to do it now. Now's the time.
Now it's time.
It's time to change.
Change.
That responded more to others' arguments. Very clever, even if not really true, but you know, it was a struggle, fighting with wars. So I find it nice that they take care about two countries, what they will do if they will lose the GDP, what the African country that has nowadays oil, what they will do if they would lose those income. So it is good argumentation.
Energy. And I don't know, you want to be dependent only on one single thing. And what about these climate changes? We were talking about climate changes, yeah? So you depend on uncontrollable source of renewable energy, and then comes the climate change. Oh, no more sun. Oh, not enough sun. Okay, this part of Africa, no energy for you.
From another point of view, for example, we choose renewables. We are mostly developed countries, but we can't only choose for our benefits. First of all, yeah, climate change, greenhouse effect. We can see that. People in Africa can't see that. They only can see they don't have food, they don't have energy, they don't have anything. What we can give them? If they only think from our benefit, from our point of view, nothing will change. Those people there, they want to have a normal life for them, for their children, for their grandchildren. And that's why we need to think about how we can develop those countries. Fossils is the easiest way for them to do that. And from our example, fossils can be used not only as an energy source, it is used everywhere in production. For example, renewables, wind turbines, you're going to have them paper made. We need steel, 70% of steel is made from fossils. That's fact.
I want to find a completely different side of this problem. Stop using fossil fuels. It's kind of environment education for environmental awareness. If you want to live in friendly and worthy society, we have to build the world in new rules. Think about this. This is our one life in one place, in one time. So think about the future. Environmental education is the most important thing now. Think about your children. Maybe you like Beatles and I prefer jazz and the park. Maybe you can find something else. I'm sure you can. But I think that it will be really easy to find something else. But it doesn't matter. Don't you think so? We love the same sun and the sand. We are waiting for spring every year. And we have friends and family, people who love us. Every day are the same. Next year probably will be the same. You don't think so?
What is most important? Business as usual? Or a safe, bright future? To save jobs? To save lives? To keep the current structures? Or to give place to the uprising next generation? Now is the time to change. Fossil fuels have no future. They will be depleted. There will be no more resources. We can't rely on them in a system that is about to crash into the wall. So in order to ensure a safe future for all living beings, we need to change now. Are you ready? Because the people are ready.
Ooh, he's fighting here. The
tumors
gathering in the atmosphere. Take action, take action, get some satisfaction. Take action, take action, get some satisfaction.
Thank you very much, and thank you, our group.
Okay, we start with our side of the question, but first of all, we want to thank all the judges. We want to thank our opponents and everyone sitting here for all your attention, for your applause, for your support to us. And from this point, we start our presentation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue our fascinating debate on fossil fuels. Today, a lot of different ideas were said, both for pros and cons of the ideas of using fossil fuels or not. Some are debatable, some were facts. But the decision and choices for the future lie with us, lie within us, lie with all of us, especially you people, you young people who are sitting here, who will be the future generation, who will lead us into our future, because we will be specialists. We know what we need to do, and we know what we can do. This is the main idea. But to achieve that, to achieve this bright future, we need to achieve a sustainable society first. But what is the definition of a sustainable society? First of all, it is a development that needs, first of all, the needs of present. Yes, the present, because we are here right now. We can't go just to the future. And without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Because our kids, our grandkids, want the future for themselves. But to bring that future, to give them that future, first we need to make our present. That is undeniable. For example, for comparison, as our side is for not stopping the use of fossil fuels at any cost. It's not like we are immature, we're like children who can't throw away our toy because we don't want it. We are more like a handicapped person who has a wheelchair. He doesn't throw it away because he doesn't want it. He can't throw it away because without it, he can't move. He can't move forward. We are the same. We can't throw our wheelchair. We can't throw away our present, our energy at the moment. We won't move forward with that. Because from the other side, renewables, unfortunately, renewables alone don't offer us a path to sustainable energy, to sustainable society. They can't provide it alone. Even now, we have an integrated system where both fossils and renewables work as a whole. economic development and poverty eradication depend on secure, affordable energy supplies. Fossil fuels, though environmentally challenged, can meet the criteria of security and affordability. Technology-driven by right incentives and methods offer us answers to the environmental problems, clean coal technologies, and technologies to safely capture and store carbon, and for a clean society.
Thank you. Well, what I will start is using the word exclude. Do you know, European Union, main word, don't exclude, do not discriminate, do not be passive, be active. What they are offering is activeness of whom not all people can do it. Not everybody can do it. We planned so much things together yesterday, the day before. Yes, we can do it. It's the year of voluntarism. We can do it together. We all can do it, but step by step. Do you want to be pressured? Do you want something to pressure you even if you don't want to do it? There are people cons and there are people for. So there are always different people. There are always two sides, and you are pressuring just one side, which is not. We need something which is diversified, something we can rely, not unreliable resources, uncontrollable resources. I think about our children, but step by step, they also need to contribute. Thank you.
We're happy that our goals are the same, and please believe us that we are thinking about future too, but we shouldn't forget about other people all over the world. We are sure that we should work together and our dreams come true. Thank you.
Hit us from their own side.
And I think they were more, they touched my heart. Like you remember yesterday?
More emotional, yeah?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday in the workshop, how to convince somebody, and you need to touch somebody emotionally as well.
Okay. That's for sure. You have to put it more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just not put it like that. Okay, I'm going first, and then I will.
Yeah, but just wait for all the groups.
Wait, because
actually.
The President of the Council will chair the session. Please.
Hello everyone, my name is Charlotta and I was chosen the President of the Council, and we have decided to divide us into different groups, and each group has concentrated on different parts of your presentations. So the environmental group can start.
On the environmental side, we considered the argument of both parts. Firstly, I'm talking about species extinction, because, moreover, we also thought a lot about the argument of deforestation. It could be somehow connected with implementing more biomass use. And you want to say something?
Yes, I can add some more conclusions about environmental side. You did speak about it's one good thing that you used the definition of global warming, but climate change, and it's a plus for you. But we will be honest, we were eager to hear a lot more arguments within the environmental issue, and we did hear much of that. And that's what it is.
And then the social and political side point of view.
Well, we've heard a lot of arguments, and I think we can't say that what's good or bad, but one of the strongest arguments was that the basic needs should be met first, and that was very convincing. But also one of the most convincing arguments for us was that we must think about the future and about our children now, and not in some years, 10 or 20. So.
And then the economic point of view.
We think that's great that both sides are thinking about jobs, but we think that green technology can create more jobs, but in the case we can't focus only on social factor.
And as well, about the subject of our debate is about the costs. So we did hear a lot of arguments about the costs of this innovation work to be done in the energy sector. So this is what we wanted to hear, and it was visible in this dispute. And the other thing is the sources of energy, the diversification. It was also mentioned. So it was also important from our point of view. When we talk about economy, when we have to talk about industry, we have to remember about the diversity. Thank you.
And the most important point is that we must work together, renewables and fossils.
So, there were really good points from both sides, and you were really good. And one thing that we really enjoyed was that you were getting better each session, and that the public was participating as well. And so the council has made the decision that the side for against using renewables to full extent has won.
We have a small awarding ceremony. A few comments will be in a few minutes. The winners. You can see them joy and being proud of being a winners. The second winners. Please stand up. And your task is, and the reward for a winner is, you have to sing for them the song. You for them. the judges. And the best audience. So at least half of the wood knows that you are simply the best, or at least all the students and professors gathered in this room, in this building. We still have some time, which we would like to use for some comments, because we have at least 3 or 4 persons who would like to say, because this, let's say, formal part of the debate is over. We have a congratulations. It's always nice. From my side, because you will have right now this, let's say, quite concrete arguments, I would like to thank you, the presenters, speakers from both sides, because it's not so easy to stand here in front of you and to talk something. It's not so easy. When you try, you know that. It's one thing. And I also would like to thank you for the engagement, because it's very easy to say it's some childish game and I'm not going to involve in that. I'm too wise and too important to play a role in some debate and to argument against what I really think of. So thank you, but you still feel that you can do that and you can think as you did. So thank you very much for the debate, and right now the time for Professor, for Oleg, and for Victor. Thank you very much.
You know, when I'm still having this robe here, I should say that it was really tight. First, the council refused to vote. And then I said, you have to vote. This is, you know, the rules of the game. And it actually became 4-3. So it was a good thing we had 7 in the council, otherwise it had been, you know, tossing the coin again. We had also a very good discussion in the council. And the most difficult thing to say, is it legitimate, so to speak, to have an emotional side that sort of takes over from the, say, more argumentative or analytical side? Or is it sort of showing a deficit of good arguments to become emotional? There's something to think about. Where is the place? Well, I think it's your turn.